What is going on, guys? I hope that you have been enjoying the content that I've been putting up on the Pumped Up Podcast channel. Be sure to drop a like on the video if you guys enjoy, as well as the post notifications. Turn those on just so you can be notified whenever I post a new podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please enjoy this interview with Jaylanefit.
Let's go. All right, dude. What is going on, man? I feel like we haven't talked in so long.
It's been a minute. Besides just our text about you coming to Dallas soon, it's been a long time.
Coming down for the Dallas Europa, dude. I can't wait to watch Dimitri compete. That dude is housed right now.
Like, he's gonna struggle to make weight. Like, I think he's got a good shot at the overall. Like, they obviously picked size last year.
Is he doing classic?
He's doing classic and open.
Okay, so he's doing both. Okay, that's good, because I was gonna say I feel like he fits a lot better in open.
Yeah, he definitely fits open better, but like the open heavyweight weight class is 225, and then his classic weight class is 220. So he's like right there for both. So you might as well do both, especially at like a regional show. You never know. The judges may like him so much better in open. And then come nationals, he can show up a little bit fuller. He's also doing summer shredding too.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, that's right. I think I knew that. How about you, dude? How many weeks out are you right now?
3 weeks and 6 days, 5 days.
Gotcha. Dang. How are you feeling?
Like shit. Like I had to psych myself up. I was like, I can't come on this podcast and be dead. Oh yeah. Like, we started feeling like shit probably like 5 weeks out, 6 weeks out, really.
So 5 weeks out is when it really started to hit, huh?
It hit earlier this year than last year. Like, last year I remember making it a little bit closer to the show, but I'm leaner farther out this year, so it makes sense.
I was going to say, you're definitely quite a bit leaner. And what is your body weight compared to where it was last prep? Your upper body looks like it's gotten a lot bigger. It's pretty crazy.
We've definitely been focusing on that. So we are, let's see, I'll pull up my weight log for this year. So since starting with Cody, the first week, I think we were averaging, the first ever weight log was 101.8. And then today, three weeks out and some change, I was 196.2. Okay. So I weigh in at I got to be 190 or less, which I don't think will be a problem. I think I probably got another 3 pounds of fat, give or take, to lose. And then I'm like mind-blowingly shredded. But obviously with water manipulation and stuff like that, I don't think we'll have a problem making weight.
Gotcha. And you're with a different coach this time, right? You're with Dial?
Yeah, I'm with Cody this year.
Okay, gotcha. Is there a reason why you made that switch?
One, I've always gone to, like, me and Cody have been friends for a while. I've always, like, got his, like, second opinion on things as far as gear, because he's very smart when it comes to PEDs, and I react very well off of PEDs. And then, like, Alex, like, obviously brought me in, like, lights out for the Europa, but he never really said anything about, like, the national show, and I got treated differently. He was also competing that show. I think that was the biggest mistake. You know, two people competing for the pro card, and one of them has to coach the other one. Like, not the most ideal situation.
Yeah, and that is rough.
Yeah, and then, like, so that always kind of, like, that rubbed me the wrong way, and I, like, that was always, like, in the back of my mind. And then, like, he just opened up his gym. Like, his main focus is in-person training, and then he's got a kid on the way. I was like, I need, like, someone that is literally just coaching. Like, that is all your attention. Like, you have a kid. That is your new number one priority. Fuck me going pro. Like, that is way more important. Like, you have a gym now that you have to, like, make sure is running and all that. So I was like, let's just, like, switch it up and let's see what happens.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see what you're going to be doing. As far as training goes, is it pretty brutal right now too?
Yeah, so we've been having problems with me going hypo. Like, very easily.
Really?
Yeah.
How many carbs are you on right now? It must be pretty low, huh?
No, like today is 275. The next 3 days will be 225. I have a high day at 325 and then 125 for the next couple
That's
days.
not bad. Well, why are
No,
you going hypo?
my body burns through carbs like nothing. So
Hmm.
like I would train, and I mean you've been around me, you know how I like to train. So it's like it's all
Yeah.
out. Like Cody wrote me a training split. I've followed that probably like 5 times the whole prep. Like I try to
Yeah.
follow it muscle group wise, and then I just run that shit because it's just like I just like training how I like to train. And so with cardio after training, we're now at 5 sessions of 70 to 90 minutes split into 2 sessions, and then we have one session of like 45 minutes to 60 minutes just straight. So if I did that after
Okay.
training, like I would get off the treadmill or the stairmaster and I would be like freezing, and like I'd be like a couple times I was like
Dang.
close to feeling like I was gonna pass out. It just like, and I'm just dead. I mean, even now, like it's rest days and I'm taking naps, like 2 naps a day, and I didn't do anything.
So did you have that problem last prep, or is that pretty recent? Are you seeing these photos that I'm putting up of you
Yeah,
right now?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, dude, you look freaking nutty.
Yeah.
Dude, the upper body, like it has legitimately come up. Like it was a big difference
Yeah,
between the two last time. Did you decrease how much training you were doing on your lower body at all to like make them more proportional, or did you just keep hammering your legs as hard as you've always been doing and just upped everything when it came to the upper body?
so like I think the biggest thing uh was doing my best to bring the intensity that I bring to leg days to like other muscle groups. And
Uh,
also like it's been a while since we've trained legs, but it's typically only like 3 or 4 exercises and I'm done. And so with like other body parts, I wouldn't do that. And so I started doing that and trying that out and seeing how my body reacted. It reacted a lot better. But like if I train legs hard, it's gonna take me like 5 days till I can like do it again. And on prep, it's even worse. Like
yeah.
I probably train legs every like 6 to 7 days, just so I don't want to train them. Like it will
Yeah.
take the absolute life out of me. Like I will be a zombie for the rest of the day.
I totally agree. Dude, on my prep, I was getting to a point where I would get so nervous before my leg days. I legitimately, I ended up having like a panic attack, and there were a bunch of different factors that happened the last 2 weeks of my prep that all like culminated, and it was in the middle of a fucking leg workout.
Oh no.
So it was in the middle of my leg workout. I was able to like finish the workout, and basically what I had to do is like just go for a walk and just kind of like breathe for a while. But it hit really, really hard, and it made every single leg day after that so much worse, dude. Leading up to prep, like I was already completely zombie mode on leg day, but then, dude, it's so bad. Like my heart would start racing before
No
every single
way.
workout, and dude, it was really, really freaky. So I'm right there with you. Those leg workouts on prep just have to be the worst thing ever. Zay competed in men's physique, and I talked to him, and I was like, "How's the leg training going?" He's like, "I haven't hit legs in like 3 months."
Dude, he didn't. Like he was talking hella shit on how he was gonna come to Classic, and I was like, because people, he'd have like
Dude,
judges and stuff that come to AR, be like, yeah, you should compete in Classic, bro. You got good shape for Classic. But like, no shit. You got shape for men's physique. You have shape for Classic as long as you can get your legs
yeah.
there. But it's just, can you get your legs there?
Yeah,
Is the
and can
question. I
can
was like,
you
Zay,
keep training them? Can you
Zay, I'm
keep
like,
training them through a
you're not
prep?
doing that. You're not doing that. He's been hitting them hard now, like into the off
That's
season.
good.
But like prep, man, that motherfucker would be like, yeah, I'm supposed to do legs, bro. I was like, it's like 30 minutes later. Yo, where the fuck is that? He's left. He's doing his cardio. Like he's done. Like leg
He's
day is
gone,
dead.
dude. He's
It's
freaking
over.
gone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like tough.
Okay.
Like I've just changed how. So like instead of throwing like 8 plates on the hack squat and just running that till I die, I'll just put like 4 and then just focus on going like super slow. Obviously, like being enhanced when you as you get closer, you take a bunch of AIs to drop your estrogen, and then I'm also on Winstrol, which makes your joints hurt a lot and stuff. It like
Yeah, I bet.
really dries you out. So like the last thing you want to do is get hurt because I hurt my chest. I don't know how many weeks out I was. 12 weeks maybe. I'd hit like 376 on bench. There's no problem. My chest was already like a little sore, triceps a little sore, and I go to the Arsenal press, the flat press. It's a machine now, 4 plates aside. And then like first rep, I'm like, oh, my chest hurts. Second rep, it gets like tighter, and the third rep, it got tighter, and I was like, all right, we need to like stop. Bothered me. A couple weeks went by. I felt like kind of recovered, and now like when I hit chest, like I'm in pain. Like I can't go heavy. Like I'm on incline with 135, just like going slow and control squeezing, like pushing certain weight, especially on incline, really bothers me. And I have
Really?
BPC on deck, which is a healing peptide from like Transcend, one of my new sponsors. But like we don't know how I will react. We don't know. Like Cody doesn't have that much experience with it, so like we don't want to add in something foreign 4 weeks out, and then all of a sudden I start holding water. Because like
Yeah.
anyone that I've asked is typically like not diced. So like when you're bulking, it's hard to tell if something's really making you hold water if you're 15% body fat
Yep.
versus when you're got shredded hamstrings and everything. It's like a totally different story. So like
Yeah,
that's something
totally.
that's like makes chest day like the chest pumps are retarded, but like
Mm.
it's just pain and like there's and
It's
like
still
sometimes I have to
nagging
like
at you, huh?
it's like bad like especially after like if I squeeze right now I feel it like I
Hmm.
know that it's like not 100% because like some days I gotta psych myself up and like really make sure that like my ride to the gym, I got good songs on. I'm like in the right mental space to train because like it's so easy for me to get thrown out of the zone, and I need to like stay locked in. Like not this far in prep, I can be very much like fucking around dancing, and then my set I'm like grunting like super hardcore. Like now I need to be like locked in from the jump, or it's just like a shitty workout, and then it puts me in a
Yep.
shitty mood because it's just like, and this is all I'm supposed to be doing is training. I can't even fucking train. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. So has your diet changed at all when it comes to working with Cody instead of Alex?
Yeah. So like Cody's way stricter. So like last year with Alex, I was able to have like rice based cereals in the morning, which were fucking amazing. And I got done doing it.
I
So I'd have
remember
like
that.
I'd have my special K. Zay's got a box up there, and I look at it every fucking day, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. Uh, like, and then I got a
The
protein
chocolate?
bar. Yeah, the chalk. So you already know, bro. That shit is gas. That shit was my favorite. And then I got a protein bar last year. It got cut out like 3 weeks out, I think,
I
last year.
remember that. Dude,
But
we
like I
would
did a
I
protein
remember
bar.
you would look forward to that protein bar all day, and then we would pull up to the gas station, you'd grab it, you'd eat that bitch in 2 bites. You'd be hump
Literally.
hump and it would be gone.
Dude, and the chocolate cravings are just like through the roof.
Oh, I
And then
bet.
like I've been running tilapia for since like 5 weeks out. Like that, egg whites, tilapia, and then like protein powder.
What are your
Like the
fats at right now?
for today is 15 grams, I believe.
No, that low?
I'll tell you exactly. Let me pull.
15 grams of fat?
Yeah, so we've been playing around with the macros to keep the calories the same and keep me from going hypo because my body likes carbs. Fats, it's not really like, I don't really notice any difference.
Yeah,
So
especially when you're
today,
enhanced, you don't really
yeah,
need them
but
as
this
much.
is so like, today is 10 added grams of fat. The next 3 days, the low days or the semi low days at 225 will be 15. My high day is 0. And then my low days are 20. But the way we do it is so like when the prep started, I could have like lean ground beef, all that. All that's changed now. It's just like tilapia. But like we only count protein as protein. We only count the carbs for carbs. So we don't count any of the protein that's if I'm having Ezekiel bread that it might add. Like it's just counted
Okay.
as the carbs. The rice is just counted as the carbs. So that's like added fat from either avocado or almond butter or almonds.
Gotcha. Wow.
So like in actuality, there might be a little bit more fat than that. I mean, now
I
probably
see.
not. Maybe from like the chocolate peanut butter rice protein or something like that that has like a little bit of fats. But early in prep with like lean ground beef, and I could have 93. Like my fats would be a lot higher. So I'd use that a lot, help me keep satiated.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna share my screen again right here. All right, so we got to know about the new bird. How's she putting up with prep right now?
She's hanging in there.
She's hanging in there.
Yeah, like she loves me out. Like that's my piece. Definitely thankful to have her around. We will see next week. I don't think it'll be that big of a change. Like I'm on trend right now, but we're adding in Halo testing, and Halo testing increases aggression. a significant
Oh
amount
wait, you.
from what everyone
Oh.
says. Yeah, so
Yeah,
we'll
I've
see.
I've heard about that. I've heard the
Yeah,
stories. But
but it's just
I
like
mean,
you hear all the stories with Trent, and I don't get any of that. Like,
yeah, I was
so
just about to
like
say that you seem like you don't have any sides when it comes to trend either, so
no,
it,
like
it
I'm
probably won't have
tired.
that big of an effect.
I'm definitely more irritable, but part of that is because I'm dead all the time, and I like have no energy.
Yeah.
But I'm not like I'm gonna fucking stick my head through the wall. Like
Yeah.
it's not, and it's more trend than I've ever ran before. So
Okay. Gotcha. And how many weeks out did you implement that?
trend was 8 weeks out. I want to
Okay.
say, was
And
it
you
eight
you
weeks?
didn't even implement that at all for your last prep until nationals, right?
Yeah, we added it in for the 6 weeks for nationals. Actually, no, we added in. Yeah, we added in 8 weeks out. We added in trend. That's when like the cycle
Gotcha.
changed, and then we added in Winstraw last week. Next week, Halo testing comes in, Anavar comes in. I think Proviron gets bumped. Like it's the biggest stack that I've ran, and so like people ask
Gotcha.
like, what are your plans like after you go pro? And I tell everyone like I'm not sure. We'll see how my body reacts. Like I'm putting a
Yeah.
lot into it, so I don't normally get any really bad side effects. Like when I got my blood work done after last year, 24-week prep, like shit was really kind of mid. Like it wasn't bad at all. Like there was like one thing a little out of line, and that was like my hemoglobin. So it's like, all right, go
Yeah.
donate blood. So like we'll see how I feel, uh, especially with all these orals. I mean, I've ran only things that I've added in this year that I've never ran is Halo testing and Proviron and Test
Okay.
P. I've never ran Test P before, so but that's just test. Like test is test. And clean, because last year my clean was fake. I never got to run actual clean last year. So I was on
So
clean, but it
let's
was
talk
fake.
about that. Are you noticing like more jitters or do you feel more
Yes.
side effects from that at all? Because
We're at
I remember last year you didn't have any side effects from that at all. So
none. Like
makes sense
none
that
at
it was
all.
fake.
Yeah. And then I tried my coaches when he was in town and I got sick that day. I like threw up everything. This is like 2 days before we left for nationals. So this is like a week out. I literally couldn't eat it. Everything I ate that one day, I was shitting or throwing up. Like everything. And that was the day that I tried his climb. And he had like shit from like Matt
Really?
Jensen, yeah. So I took like a high dose, thinking that I've been taking all this fucking climb. In actuality, I haven't taken any climb. I just probably ran. I think it was like 60 after running no climb at all. So it
Oh
might have
my
been even more.
gosh.
Yeah. So that rocked me last year. I don't even talk about that, like me getting
That's
sick.
crazy. I can't believe that.
Yeah, but I'll notice like my hand. I mean, even right now, you can kind of see my
Yeah.
pinky. It's
Vibrates a
like
little bit.
it's like a little. I'll notice a little shaky, but as far as like anxiety or anything else, I don't even notice the energy boost. Like nothing at all. I'm also like a stim addict, so that's probably
Yeah.
part of my receptors are probably a little fried. But I just noticed like my hand shaking like a little bit. That's it.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's not too bad at all. Damn, I had no idea about that interaction that you had with Glenn towards the end. That totally makes sense. You went from taking absolutely nothing to like as much as you
Literally.
thought that you were gonna taking on the high end,
And
and
the shit, and
rocked your doors off.
it took until I tested my clan after figuring out that I was running fake primo in my off season. And
Oh,
I was like, you
gotcha.
know what? Let me go back and let me just start testing shit. And I tested the clan, and I was like, it clicked. I was like, the day that I got sick, well, I just got sick out of nowhere. Like that doesn't make sense. Was the day that I took the fucking clan. And I was like, that's why I got
Dang,
sick, because it was my fucking first time taking clan. I ran a shit ton of it.
that's crazy. I cannot believe that. All right, so we gotta talk about the car, man. Let's see here. I've been seeing you post everything with this. There's a video on the Rise page with
Yeah,
it now, right? Where
Jake,
you're
yeah,
doing a
Jake, yeah, that
burnout or
was
something.
today. That was today. That was actually my first ever time like doing a burnout. It's like crazy because like I've never had a car that I've actually wanted. Even when I got the Sentra, that was me. Like you remember the old the Cobalt, like the stick,
Yep.
like that thing was falling apart. Like I just needed to get a car that I could afford. And when I got the Sentra, I didn't think I was going to be able to afford it. Obviously things have changed dramatically since then with our new upgrade. But like getting like compliments on my car is like the weirdest fucking feeling in the world.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Or I just catch people staring. It's like, yo, this is like so foreign to me.
So you have the wide body 392 Hemi, right? So wait,
Yeah,
is it a Super B?
it's a Scat Pack. So it's a
Okay,
2020
okay, it's a Scat
Scat
Pack.
Pack. Yeah, it's lowered. It's got the aftermarket skirt, so it's got a couple
Yep.
aftermarket things to it.
Dude,
Uh,
the wide body is so sick. It's
It's like
so sick. It
that is what's my dream car was like the look of the wide body because like
Yep.
you can get the Hellcat. The Hellcat was provided in a wide body before the Scat Pack, but
Mhm.
the Hellcat's not the greatest daily driver. I'm probably not going to end up sticking to this as daily. I'll probably get like some cheap like maybe $5,000 car just to preserve the value, and gas is fucking expensive
Dude,
as fuck.
it is bad right. What's it like down in Texas right now?
Like I run 93. Like that's what that takes.
Okay.
And so
Oh,
it's
it
like
does.
it's like 495 upwards of like I think 505 is what I'm paying
Yeah.
so far a
Okay.
gallon.
That's about what it is here too. It's bad, man. It's not a good time to have a gas guzzler.
No, and it gets like I think it's at 18. It's like 16 to 18 gallon tank, and I only get like if I'm like absolutely blessed, and this is just what it'll say I'll get is 280 miles. That's like nothing. If I go to
Yeah.
Rise, there's 40 miles right there. If I go to AR,
Yeah.
there's 40 miles right there.
So
So it's like,
how
and that's
often do you
me
fill
not
it up?
driving it. I think I've
Yeah.
filled it up. I think I filled it up 4 times in the past 2 weeks, but I don't always let it get to E. Like last time I filled it
Okay.
up, it was only on half a tank, and I was just like, I was at the gas station. I was like, let's just fill it up.
Gotcha. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, the wide body just changes the whole look of the car.
It being lowered like with the skirt. I took the yellow trim off. I hate that shit. Like I hate when people leave the yellow bumpers on like their Challengers or the Chargers that come from the factory. You know what I'm talking about? Like on the you see people. It's like right on the front
I
of the
think I
car.
know
It's like
what
the
you're talking
two,
about.
yeah, like they're meant to be removed. I hate that look. So it was just like a yellow tape. I went and removed that. So now it's like all black with the red. It's got the red interior with the
Oh
carbon
no.
fiber. Like
Yeah,
she's
that is beautiful. How many horsepower does it have?
It is, I think, 485 and then
Dang, that's
476 foot
crazy.
pounds of torque. Like the car is very
That is
torquey, and like
crazy.
you feel it, and she's loud. Like it's a step up. Uh, for
Have
damn
you
sure.
modified the exhaust at all, or is it just
No, I believe the exhaust is 100% stock. I may do like a
okay?
mid muffler delete, and it'll change and it'll make it sound like a little bit louder. But the car's already really loud. Like if I'm on the highway, the groan from the engine, like it's on their TikTok. If you're looking for the video,
Oh,
uh,
is it their TikTok?
yeah, they haven't
That's what
posted
I'm
it
looking for.
on the gram yet. But like the groan on the engine, like on the highway, like to hear the song, I need to have the radio like pretty high, like about halfway. Otherwise, you don't hear it. You just hear the
Gotcha.
engine.
Let's see if I can friggin' find it here. There we
There it
go.
is.
Oh wait, did you see that? There's an error. It says participating in this activity could result in you or others getting hurt. That's hilarious. We need to watch this. I'm not sure if where's the oh here it is.
Dude, that was my first ever burnout. I've never really had a car that was truly
That's
capable of doing a burnout,
fantastic.
anyways. Yeah,
I love it. Well
yeah,
done.
it's dope.
Well
Everyone's
freaking done,
reaction.
man. I bet that's a blast to drive around.
Oh, it's like so fun. Like she's not the biggest fan. She's because I'll drive like fast or like it's got like a launch mode. Like it's a true
Yeah.
like muscle car and stuff. So like she's not the biggest fan of all that. But I don't know. It's like every time I stay, it's got the remote start. Like I can start it up at the top of my apartment, and it's like probably like 100 yards down that way, and you hear it just rumble, and
Yeah.
it puts the biggest smile on my face. Or like I can
Yeah.
actually step on the gas, and I get put into my seat, or I'm on the highway, I need to shoot
Mm-hmm.
the gap. I can shoot like I've never had like anything like that. I've never really driven any like really nice cars besides like test driving a couple of those, and then driving a C8. Like
Yeah.
I haven't really driven like any super nice cars, so it's definitely like a totally
That's
different
awesome.
world.
It fits your personality.
That's
It's
what it's
perfect.
so funny. That's what everyone says. Like Trixie said it, Max said it, a couple other people said it. Like, yeah, this car fits you a lot better. You're like, the Nissan Sentra didn't fit me. It's like, nah.
Yeah, it didn't that much.
Hey, it was like it was what I could get. I mean, I got the color
Yeah.
that I wanted in that car, but like that was like what I could afford. And I actually got lucky because of the market right now, the used car market. I made money on my lease, and I had
Dude, that's amazing.
27,000 miles on that car in 1 year, and I made money on my lease.
That's so great, dude.
And I
That's
was
so
supposed to have
awesome.
30. It was supposed to be 12,000 miles a year for 3 years, and I put
Uh-huh.
27 in the first year. Obviously, like yeah, I profited in the lease, it helped me getting out, but then obviously you pay for it when you go and buy a used car. But I was like, this is just like the perfect opportunity. Like all the
It
stars are aligning.
it is the perfect time. That is for sure.
Because I thought about it like 6 months ago, and I was like, I was looking at them. We had a dealership sourcing one for me. I was going to get Indigo Blue, all this, and then I ended up like changing my mind. I was like, you know what? Like I can take that down payment. I can invest. Like let's be smart with our money. Like you don't need to do like that. And then I saw all these influencers buying their cars. Weston gets his Rover. D Trent buys literally the car that I wanted. Lex Little, I think,
Yeah.
got a car, and I'm like, what? Max Taylor's got his fucking Super. I'm like, why not you, bro? Like this is something that you've always wanted, and you can afford it. I was like, yes, it's not the smartest thing in the world to do. It's not the greatest financial decision, but like neither was moving down here with no fucking money. But it was
Yeah.
just something you wanted to do, so we just ran it. And I was like,
No,
well, it's
that's great, dude. I mean, if you can swing it, the car market sounds like it aligned perfectly. I didn't even take that into consideration. And
yeah,
I mean, if you've like I'm all for, enjoying your life, dude. Enjoy
exactly.
what you've got right now, you know?
Yeah, and it's like I don't have any like I don't have a kid. I don't have a wife. Like I don't have anything that I'm truly like tied to that I'm like
Yeah.
I was like, bro, like now is like the perfect time. And like I was also like I think it will also like put a little like hunch on my back, like, okay, now we have a bigger like monthly payment. Like, all right, we need to grind. Like you
Yeah.
ain't no we're getting content. Like you just saw all this money leave your bank account. You now have a much higher like monthly payment, all that. It's like, all right, let's rock. Like we got a
Yeah.
little pressure.
No, that's great. Pressure is a privilege.
You still driving the Charger?
I am, yeah. I got the 2006. Speaking of the car market, I think that I could sell it right now for quite a bit more than I bought it for, especially up here in Montana, dude. Cars are, it is
I can only
stupid
imagine. They're probably
how much more
scarce.
expensive it is.
Unless you got into a lease, though, it wouldn't really make sense, if we're being honest.
Yeah,
Because otherwise
yeah,
you got to
that's
buy
pretty
a
true.
used car. But I know that's like, I remember we passed one Charger, or maybe it was in a parking lot. You're like, bro, that's exactly what I want.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yep.
have you added any mods? Well, you're driving this
Not
thing in like the fucking winter. You're beating the shit out of it.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I enjoy it a lot. It's like the perfect amount of muscle, and I have it like the muffler deleted, so
Yeah,
it's super loud, and it just like yeah, it's like the loudest car on the street, and it's a lot of fun to drive. But I feel like it keeps me content because a part of me really wants to go out and get like a really really nice car, but at the same time, like I enjoy it enough to the point where it's like it's keeping me content. So we're gonna see how long that lasts. And yeah, I honestly I don't feel like really buying a nice car right now just because I have no idea like where I'm gonna be in the
yeah,
next
and the problem
year or
is
so.
like you're gonna buy a car in Montana that's seen fucking snow and all this shit. Like,
Yeah, uh-huh,
it's just
dude.
not.
And
It's not the
I can't.
place.
Like I would say right now, if I could buy a car, it would probably be a C8, and I can't drive that like here. Period.
No,
Like I
you get how
can't
many
drive it
months
here.
out of the year to enjoy it. That's why I was
No,
like,
yeah,
when you're down
exactly.
south,
Maybe 3.
the
Yeah.
fact that you have a Charger, and it's not even like the newer
Mm-hmm.
ones that are all-wheel drive, a rear-wheel drive Charger in Montana blows my mind.
Yeah, no,
that is
it's
awful
dude,
in
it's
the snow.
hilarious. It's really, really funny. They're actually not super hard to drive, but you really have to learn how to drive them. Like
Yeah,
you have to learn because it's a completely different ball game than driving like a front wheel drive. You have to. It's just different. It
yeah,
takes a while
everything.
to get used to, and you got to get some really good snow tires.
Do you add and like yeah, like because like that was like my biggest thing. Like another like dream car of mine is like the 2004 like Mustang. Ideally like the Cobra.
Yeah.
Like I just really
Yes.
love that
Yeah.
body style. It's not that expensive of a car, but like that is a car that I'm going to own. And I almost bought one as my first car. But like New York is full of fucking snow in the winter, just like fucking Montana. That shit is not ideal at all. And so we just ended up not going. Yeah, like I love the look. That's
These
like my
things.
favorite body
Yeah.
style
Those.
of Mustang.
That's
Like
so
that
funny.
right
When I
there
was
is so
first,
hard.
yep. Uh-huh. Dude, when I was first looking for my charger, dude, this right here, that is so sick.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that is
Like,
beautiful.
and you
When
get
I
it
was
cheap,
first,
modded out. Fuck.
yep. When I was first looking for my charger, there was one of these on sale in my area, and I was so close to buying it, dude. Oh, it's so nice. Look at those back tires. That
I
that
know that's
thing
what I'm
is
saying. And that
sick.
was like, and the Cobra was like, you could just get the regular V8 and just mod it, but the Cobra was like real deal. Like
Yeah.
get it in
Yep, the
stick and
Cobra is
everything.
sick.
Because
Mhm.
I originally wanted my car in stick. I miss driving stick, and like
Yeah.
it's the Challenger's the last muscle car made. All these other
Uh-huh.
cars, Camaro, Mustang, that shit's made to go around track. Challenger's the only thing that's made to go in a straight line, which is what like a muscle car is.
Yep.
But like it's just so much faster automatic. Like they're just
Mhm.
faster like nowadays. So I was like, and we're gonna be daring it. I was like, I'll just get what I can take. Like I'll settle for an automatic if everything else is there.
And you have paddle shifters, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah, eight
that's all you need.
speed. Like it's not quite the same thing. You don't get to feel the clutch and all that, but it still gets the job done if you want to just like throw it in sport mode and just fucking run it.
Yeah.
But it's got all the bells and
Yeah.
whistles.
Dang,
Like
that
it's
is
a
freaking
big
awesome.
car. Yeah, people say it's a boat, but
Yeah.
like it's comfortable as
It's a
fuck.
whale.
Like
Woo!
my car is lowered, so like a super bumpy road, you feel it a little bit more. I would imagine if it was stock suspension, it'd probably be a little bit smoother ride, but like it has all the technology of like
Yeah.
fucking if you went and spent 100 grand on a fucking Beamer, and then it's got the
Mhm.
sound of a fucking muscle car. It's like, bro, it's like it's literally like the perfect balance.
Yeah, that is awesome. I'm glad that you got the perfect hookup there. You
Yeah.
right now you're with Alpha Elite, right?
Yes. I'm with two clothing companies, Alpha Elite and then Zephyr. Zephyr is like a streetwear brand, and then Alpha Elite. Everyone knows what Alpha Elite is.
Gotcha. How did you get on with Alpha Elite?
So obviously, uh, was with Anaka for like a year, but they were gonna drop subs, and they did drop subs, and I knew of this. Uh, and then talking with the old athlete manager, Harry, when we were at like Alpha Land, he was talking about how like Alpha Elite is looking for male athletes, and so like me and Zay knew that we were gonna have to leave Anaka, and so we got the opportunity to leave. And for me, it was like perfect because like I didn't want to leave after a drop. I feel like that's
Yeah.
kind of scummy. I don't know. I value my integrity very much and all that. Like Kool Aid Pre, you didn't hear me talk about it before it dropped of how good it is because I didn't try it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's fucking amazing if I haven't tried it. Like I refuse.
Yep.
I refuse to do that. And so like I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, use code J on this Tanaka drop, and then all right, y'all. Now we're with Alpha Elite. Thank you for making me X amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like scummy to me. So it was like perfect timing, like right at like the beginning of the month. No drops had been like recent or whatever, and like I got more salary for Alpha Elite. I knew I wouldn't sell as much. So far
Yeah.
though, it's been like a little shaky. Like I still haven't got paid for my first month. We just now got in the system.
Interesting.
It's like they're like back end is a little rough, which I didn't expect. I expected to get
Hmm.
treated more like a number
Yeah, that is
uh,
weird.
because it is such a large company. Like it's fucking Alphalete. Like I don't expect to have that like super connection. Even a knocket changed from when I joined till like recently. Like I was more of a number recently than I was like when I first joined. Which is
Yeah.
that's how the game goes.
That's how
But
it
like,
goes.
it was just like I don't know, because I don't like everything they drop. Some of their stuff is whack as fuck. You'll
Yeah,
never catch me wearing their shit.
it's some
Like
pretty
yeah,
funny.
never.
They have some pretty funny stuff.
It's like never. That shit's whack. Some of the stuff though, I'm like, I need that in every color,
Yeah,
and like I need that now. So it's
yeah,
like I don't know. It just takes time to build up that association. Same thing with Zephyr. It's like it's a really high, like the highest quality clothes that I've ever owned. It's obviously
yeah,
a little bit more expensive. So is Alpha Elite, but like like your money's worth. It's like valuable for eternity. So it's like you're not gonna worry about it like ripping or anything like that. But that's something it's hard to sell through a camera. Like you need someone to
yeah.
buy it and be like, holy fuck, like this shit is insane.
Dude,
How's Young LA treating you?
I will be right back. I need to take a piss so bad. Give me
All
30
right.
seconds.
All right, 30 seconds. All right, when Brandon gets back, I don't know if he chops these up, but we're gonna get some raw gear tea out of him because we're both former raw gear athletes. We're gonna see how much better he likes Young LA and the brand. I think he's with the brand that he was wearing too, the Christian lifting brand. So we'll see. I'm gonna push. I don't know. I'll talk my shit. I don't know if Brandon will talk his shit. We'll see. This needs some ice.
I didn't want to put ice in it while you were.
Now's your chance if you want to put ice in it. You can always grab it out of the thing.
Still in the middle of the woods.
You said you didn't know where it was?
What?
You said you didn't know where it was?
It's still in the middle of the woods.
Oh, barely.
All right. I'm back. Young LA. So Young LA is going good.
Ooh.
It's interesting
I
being
got a forearm
sponsored by
cramp right now.
two clothing companies. Oh, is it cramping?
My shit is locked. Ah, fuck. Ooh, that hurts so bad. Fuck.
What'd you hit today?
Can you pull my arm? Like, I'm not even joking. I hit back. You
Oh,
need to
that
pull
makes
hard.
sense.
Oh, fuck. This is like the worst one yet. Oh, before. Can you grab the taurine for me, please? It's in a big bottle in the supplement cabinet with all the diet water. Fuck, that was really bad. Like, I normally will get forearm cramps, but, like, it's still, like, locked up.
Oh
I
my
carry it.
goodness.
Yeah, part of being, like, diced and fucking, my piss is clear, but, like, Clen also, like, you'll cramp with Clen, and
Yeah.
obviously we're just super dry with the AIs that we're taking.
Yeah, that makes
Bless.
sense.
So how's it treating you? You're with like two brands, you were saying, right?
Yeah, so I'm with Whole Strength and Young LA. It's awesome that I get to do them both at the same time. When Young LA hit me up, I basically told them I'm like I don't want to leave Whole Strength. So if you guys if you're interested in sponsoring me while I'm working with both at the same time, that would be great. But if not, I'm just gonna work with Whole Strength. That's pretty much what I told them, and they said that they were fine with me working with both, which was super cool. But on right now, I'm technically still in like the trial period, so I keep accidentally saying that I'm like sponsored by them when technically I'm not actually an official athlete yet because like my code is still 15% off and all that type of stuff. But what they do is they give you like 3 months. So you have 3 months to basically get good enough sales, yeah, in order to stay on the team. And so, I mean, my sales are doing good. I think it's kind of sketchy. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to know because they don't give you an exact like way to access how much you're selling. But
Yeah.
I'm fairly positive based off my first month and just based off of like how people have been DMing me their orders and stuff in general that I'm doing all right. But I mean, who knows? I could get dropped next month if I don't make freaking sales. So then I'll just be back to promoting Whole Strength. But I really like their stuff. Like seriously, they have some of the best T-shirts that I've ever worn. I pretty much wear their T-shirts every single day now in the gym because they have like this performance line of T-shirts.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like my favorite T-shirts. Just wear them all the time now.
Yeah.
It's probably
I mean, Young LA
probably
is a solid brand. Like, it's like pretty solid. It's not the greatest quality, like longevity wise, Like they've got good materials, it feels good, but like I don't know, there's some of the stuff that I have like over time just. But I guess
Yeah.
if you pay the price that you pay, it's super cheap. That's what's gonna
Oh,
happen. Like,
and some, just like you were saying with Alphalete, some of their stuff is whack. Like some of their stuff I would never wear, bro. Like
yeah, it's just not your style.
yeah,
Like,
you know me. Dude, I'm so simple. I wear like super basic stuff. My favorite Young
we're
LA
opposite.
t-shirt.
We're so
It's my
opposite.
yeah, exactly. I literally wear my favorite Young LA t-shirts because they're plain. They say Young LA in like the smallest print ever, and then they're just like a bland color, but I just
Yeah.
like the fabric. I like how they fit. So it's like, and that I love Whole Strength too because it's super super simple and just yeah, it's not super blinged out. But yeah, I enjoy working with them. It's been a good time. Did you see? Did you see how D-Tren apparently just like switched from Young LA? He dropped Young LA and he went to Raw Gear.
He's with Raw Gear now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I know he's with Huge.
Yeah, so he's with
I don't
Huge
know.
and
He
Raw
lost my
Gear now.
respect when he said Huge has like the best PCT like out there. I was like, you're really.
PCT?
Yeah, he said like I don't know something along those lines. But like Huge is whack as fuck. If you're with Huge, that shit's whack. I'm not saying that because I'm with Rise. Like if you were with Gorilla, I can like respect you. It's like a solid company. Huge, whack as fuck. But I want to go back. Why did you leave Raw Gear?
Me?
Yeah,
Why did I leave Raw Gear?
yeah. Let's
Oh
hear
gosh.
some tea.
Oh gosh. Have we talked about this at all?
We have not. I said to the viewers when you were gone, I was like, I'm going to get the tea out of Brandon. I'll talk my shit. I don't know if he'll talk his shit. I don't know if Brandon's going to talk
Oh,
shit. I'll
gosh.
talk shit. I don't know if Brandon's
All
going to
right,
talk
yeah,
shit.
no, I'm down. I'm down to talk about it. It's pretty simple. I told pretty much everybody when I dropped out, or when I left Raw Gear, I pretty much told them that I had left for Whole Strength, which was true. I wanted to get more involved with that company and promote it more, but I didn't really ask them if I was interested or if they were interested in letting me do both at the same time because it was an option to like ask them, but I didn't even do that. I just kind of decided to leave because honestly, I saw the cracks forming pretty far out. I saw a lot of people were just sort of unhappy with the brand. And when it came to like Young LA versus Raw Gear, it was clear that one was like one was actually the people's brand, and then one was a brand that like wasn't getting their orders out on time, that people would constantly DM me and they'd be like upset about something, like whether it's like the deteriorating quality, which honestly, when it comes to quality, Raw Gear, like they were solid. I thought they were good. I really enjoyed their clothes. I still wear a ton of their clothes, like to this day. People laugh at me because I wear Raw Gear and I'm sponsored by Young LA, but they have some really good stuff. Like I'm not gonna lie, I still wear, I'd say probably about 40% of what 30 to 40% of what I wear is still Raw Gear because I love their stuff. I love a lot of the stuff that they make, but yeah, some of it would like fall apart. But then at the same time, dude, I swear to you, Young LA and Raw Gear, like they make their stuff like it's very, very similar. Like a lot of their products are very, very similar. So I can't trash the quality of Raw Gear because it's pretty close to Young LA. Like I think Young LA is better, especially when it comes to the more formal wear and like formal attire. Yeah,
100%.
but then when it comes to like the sports and athletic stuff, Raw Gear has some great pieces that I still wear. But personally, I started second guessing whether or not I wanted to be a part of their company when I learned just about how the whole thing sort of works down in LA when it comes to just promoting like girls specifically. And I basically learned that when it comes to, like, you've seen all the girls with the OnlyFans pages that work out at the Raw Gear gym at the what do you even call it,
Zoo
at Zoo
culture.
Culture, yeah, and all that type of stuff. I just basically learned, and the thing is, I don't want to say anything about it because I don't know 100% if it's true, but basically I heard some rumors from some good sources that I can't once again say were 100% accurate, but there's just a lot of promotion around these women and their OnlyFans, and I heard that certain people were making money off of promoting their OnlyFans, and then actually I saw multiple Raw Gear athletes promoting these women's OnlyFans on their Instagrams, and I saw that and I was just like, whoa. It literally blew my mind. Like, I can't believe people with like a very, very young audience, especially, surrounding Raw Gear. Like, most of the people are young, most of the people that follow it, and they're just constantly promoting like these hot chicks, these hot gym girls that have OnlyFans, where you should go and pay and subscribe to that so that multiple people get a piece of it. That just did not sit right with me, and for more reasons, even more reasons than that, I just didn't see it as a long-term thing that I wanted to do. I saw people going down to LA, and I saw like the things that they would do down there, and I just thought that's not my vibe. And it seemed like it just seemed like the wrong crowd. It felt sort of weird. I watched other athletes go down there and then come back with stories that just sort of rubbed me the wrong way. And so that was honestly the reason why I decided to end up leaving. I didn't put out any information like that because Raw Gear treated me well. Like they treated me well. They were the first company that I was sponsored by. I've watched Bradley Martin since I was a little kid. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of his content anymore, like, he inspired me a lot when I was younger. So out of respect,
100%.
and still to this day, I don't know if those rumors are like completely true. Like, I heard them from fairly trustworthy people, and I've heard, the stories, but I can't back any of it up. So I just made a sort of a long-term call to separate from them. And I think that it was the right call because they've had some issues lately when it comes to their PR.
Yeah, 100%.
What
Have
do you
you
think?
noticed,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
money-wise, quick question. Has your sales increased from leaving Raw Gear and going to Young LA? Like, do you sell more Young LA? You don't got to give me exact numbers.
Yes, so I sell more Young LA than I did Raw Gear, and it's awesome having Whole Strength too. Whole Strength doesn't sell quite as well because Whole Strength is just like,
It's a very
they're
niche.
just not as developed. Yeah,
It's a
so
niche
it's
too. Like,
great.
if you're not super
Yeah,
religious Christian,
yeah,
like you're not
exactly,
gonna
exactly.
you're not gonna
Yep,
go and buy that brand. So it's like,
yep.
but those people that you do get are probably gonna be super loyal to that, and then like
Mm-hmm.
you got them.
Yes, yeah, I love Whole Strength. They have treated me better. They treat me so well. Like, Rise even like paid for, part of my competition fees, and Whole Strength paid the most. Like,
Really?
they yeah, they really put out, and they text me all the time to like see how I'm doing. And even though I don't make like crazy sales, I know I don't make them like a ton of money. They treat me like I make them a lot of money, which is just awesome. Like, I love the guys over there. I really like what
Yeah.
they're doing.
That's how I feel about Heel Mix. Like, they sent me multiple shoes. I'll get paid like $400 every month. I only make like $120 in commission, but like just always like looking out if I ever need anything. Like, Jaden's got me. Like, I need
Yeah.
bottle, sends it. I said, "Yo, sponsor my girl." He was like, "All right, say no more." Sent her a package. It's like,
Yeah.
and then Zephyr. Like, I talk with the owner. Like, he FaceTimes us like all the time. Like, he's updating us on stuff. He wants to do like collabs with all of us. He's not really money driven. It's one of his many businesses. So it's like, it's not. A lot of these companies are money driven. Obviously, any business is going to be money driven, but like in some cases, it's much more the priority. And you can like look at it and look at the
Yeah.
kind of stuff that they put out, and you can tell, like, all right, they're literally in this to make money. Like, they don't care that much about like the culture or building like a family. It's more so like dark sport, for example. I think used to be very culture, and now they've expanded. Now they just I think worry about making money because they sent my girl a package. She does not bodybuild. Dark sport used to
Oh
be like
yeah.
exclusive like bodybuilding. That's like you sending some random chick a gas package. Like that doesn't make sense. If she doesn't bodybuild, why? Like it's
An
wolves like
oversized
bodybuild.
tee,
Yeah,
XXXXL.
it's Wolves Bodybuilding Club, and they're sending it to influencers that
Yeah.
don't compete. I don't quite get that. And now they're taking on influencers. You used to just be pros. If you weren't a pro, if you didn't earn that
Yeah.
IFBB Pro card, you had no chance. Like that was the first company I ever wanted to get sponsored by. I did photo shoots wearing their stuff that I bought. That was the only clothing brand I ever bought. I wanted to get sponsored so bad, and now I'm seeing like people sponsoring like left and right.
Yeah. No, dude, that's the exact type of companies that you want to end up with. Like all these kids, like kids getting into it today, they just like jump on the fastest sponsor that they can get with. It's like, no, take the time to find a brand that is going to appreciate you, that is going to like go the extra mile, that are like actually appreciate you for who you are and not just
Yeah,
everything that you bring in.
or a brand that you've been supporting a while.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
I've been with
You get
Rise
on the
longer than
ground
any
floor.
other athlete. I was the first influencer to be sponsored by Rise. I was paying for the
Yeah.
product well before I got sponsored. And I guess you definitely shouldn't take the first thing that comes across your plate. I did take Raw Gear. That was the first clothing company that came across my plate. But in our situation, like I was moving in with Alex. It was going to be we all ended up getting hit up by Raw Gear. So it was like the Rise and Raw Gear house. So like it just like made sense as far as that. But like you definitely
Yeah.
gotta like it's just like if Young LA hit me up, I'd turn them down.
Yeah.
I do one. Like I like some of their stuff. Does it fit me as well as Anaka did? No. Does it fit me better than Alpha Elite? Maybe some of their stuff, but like there's a ton of competition over there. Like this is my job. This is my life.
Yeah.
There is a lot of people that sell a shit ton at Young LA. There is heavy hitters over there after
Yep.
heavy hitter.
It's true.
And it's a limited supply. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
competing with a ton of people. So I told a lot of people, like on the back end of me being with Anaka, to not join Anaka. I was like, find another company. I was like, do you understand like how much some of these people sell? Like I sell a decent amount, but like some of these other people, do you know how much they sell? Like there's a
Yeah.
limited stock. Like this drop sells out in 5 minutes. Like there's not much for you to work with. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep. What do you think of the whole Photoshop thing? I talked with Dylan about this a little bit on our first podcast together, but I was wondering what your whole stance was. You seemed like you stayed pretty quiet on it. You didn't say too much. I didn't say too much either or anything.
I'm
But
not
what was
gonna.
your stance with it?
I sometimes I don't always like. I like speak my mind, but like I like talk, especially as I get later in prep. I will speak my mind. I will talk my shit hard, and sometimes like people will take it as like me being like disrespectful. It's like when people like try to like I made the video. Someone said that Alex's chest is bigger than mine. I was like, I'm 196 pounds and like shredded. And all these videos, this is like with food in my system. I'm pushing like 200. I was like, Alex is like
Hmm.
175, and he's taller than me. I was like, his chest might look massive, but I guarantee you, if we did a measurement, his chest, there's no shot his chest is bigger than mine. Like, I'll put my life on it. And so, like, I'll do that, but like, I'm not gonna come out and say he has a small. Like, I'm gonna get shit on. So you got to make sure that you, especially with people that have like calls, like Alex. Shout out to Alex because like we lived with him, we literally watched him grow, and then like he's literally the David Lane of our generation. Like he's one of
Dude,
the best
that guy's
influencers like in the game. Like
it's
you
crazy.
you
His
can't debate
growth
it.
has been so insane.
You can't debate it whether you like him or not. Like
Yeah.
all respect. He actually texted me when I got the car, and I was caught very off guard by that. I was like, hey, like I appreciate that more than you know. But like for his video, like I only saw the first one about him, and it was like a little. I felt like the guy was reaching on like some of them, and one of the pictures was like hella long ago before the Rise House. I was like, I remember watching Alex edit his photos. Like I remember we'd use like Facetune and we'd add like detail, so maybe that might have distorted. But we never like we just tried to bring our veins out and stuff, which detail was just increasing the clarity in certain spots.
Yeah.
Hattie, on the other hand, I think he got caught up a little more, and then Marshall, I was like, you've lost my respect. I was like, that shit is whack. You got a fucking phone. That's worse than being a fake natty. Like, I value integrity and being truthful and all this shit. People giving me shit. Oh, you're glorifying gear, this. It's like, no, I'm just telling you my experience. I haven't had anything bad happen yet. Not everyone's going to be like that. You could hop on and break out. But, like, for me, it's been fucking amazing. TRT is not
Yeah.
going to ruin your life. I guarantee you it'll change your life for the better. That's the fact of the matter. But it's politically incorrect for me to go tell you, yeah, if you're tested low, you should probably hop on TRT. Like, yeah, Brandon, you should try TRT. Like 100 milligrams a week would absolutely change your life. Oh, no, but now you're glorifying it. Well, it's not all that fucking bad. Like, it's not the fucking end of the world. Like, there's such a small dose. It's like nothing. So it's just like, I don't know. I mean, I'm just not a fan. Not a fan at all. That guy was, there was someone else that he called out that was pretty rough. But apparently there was more evidence on Alex with like videos and stuff. I don't know. I didn't watch too
I don't
much of
even
it.
think that was proven or anything. Yeah, he was really reaching with the video stuff, and it was just interesting to watch the whole thing go down, because what I've just seen with the whole TikTok thing, it's like things are so up and down. Like they will go so high and then they'll just be gone the next day. And I think that if that whole scenario taught people anything, it's that you can literally like get caught photoshopping your photos, or you can do something like that's not good, and then just it's absolutely terrible. It seems like the end of the world, but then it's just gone the next day.
Yeah,
'Cause
unless
TikTok,
it's something ridiculous,
goes on.
like you killed somebody, or like you have like a sexual assault or something like that. Like people are forgetting about that. Like that's just how it fucking works. Like everyone fucking look at fucking Joey Swole. The motherfucker's popping now. It's like, do y'all not remember? Y'all must be new to the industry. Like, do y'all not know who the fuck Joey Swole is? Like, but he's like,
dude,
he reinvented himself.
He came back. He came back as the good guy, bro.
Yeah, like,
now
you're
he's
like, okay.
defending people.
I was like, okay. I was like, hey, like that's all it takes. Like, you just fucking invent yourself. You know, that's all. Like, and people forget with social media like that. So it's like, and all their accounts increased after all like the Photoshop talk. It's like it don't really matter. The one thing that pisses me off is like people would be like I saw a snippet of Greg's video. I didn't click on it. I haven't watched a Greg Doucette video in like forever. But he was saying that
they're painful to watch now.
He was
it's
saying
hard
that,
for
like,
me to watch him.
Alex wasn't natty, and I was like,
yeah.
I was like, are you an idiot? Like, all this is respectfully. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Alex at all, but Alex is not a big person. Like, he has a great physique, but in the terms of being on gear and big, like, he is not that big of a person. 175 pounds is not a lot. Like, you're telling me you think that he's not that
video.
It's the same thing with David. Like, my argument with my roommate.
Yeah.
I use him more as an example because I live with him, and then like I don't get a call coming at me thinking that I like, oh, you got beef with Alex? Like, no, I'm just telling you the fucking truth, and this is how I go. This is how I'm gonna word it. But like David, everyone thinks he's on gear. David's 160 pounds. He's 5'10".
Yeah, dude.
He's just
he looks
he's got really
like
good insights.
200. It's crazy.
But like that's pretty obtainable. That's pretty obtainable.
Yeah.
Now it feels like 190 and dies. You know, it's like, okay, nigga, what you putting in that water? You know, it's a little different. But he's 160 pounds. I was like, I have 36 pounds on him, and I'm leaner. I was like, there's a big difference. There's like social media, you can look big versus like, look at this person, put them in an oversized shirt, and do they still look big? Oh, they don't look big? Just walking on the street, they don't look big? That's my biggest struggle. It's because like, legitimately, probably like 80%, this is not a boost, 80% of people that like meet me, like, bro, you're way fucking bigger in person. I'm like, fuck, what am I doing wrong? How do I look bigger on social media? I was like, what am I doing wrong? I was like,
dude, it's a good point. I think that some people like just their physiques. I mean, you can adjust the lighting, you can adjust the angles, you can play around with like Lightroom, whatever. But I feel like some people's physiques just translate better to social media. Like you just look bigger, even though you can be small. Like David Lade, like all of these people with just. Like, it's a very specific type of thing. Like, some people, you even look at them from the side, and they look super, super small. But then they turn to the front, and they're super wide. And so you're like, oh, no, that dude's definitely on gear. And then he turns to the side, and he looks like a stick. like just
Yeah.
because he's so narrow, but he's wide, and it's like something's
It's
just
it's
know your
it
angles.
literally like had let's use Hattie for an example. Hattie's waist from the front is kind of wide. Hattie turns to the side and his waist is like negative. It like doesn't
Yeah.
exist. Like Hattie has one of the
Hmm.
smallest waists from the side that I've ever seen. I've met Hattie in
Yeah.
person, been around him. Like Hattie is 100% natural. And the other thing, the other point that I think I don't know if I made a video on this. I was going to is like look at the progress of some of these people. Look at me last year and look at me this year. Look at how big of a difference that is gear. Now look at some of these other people. They look the exact same. There's like
Uh huh.
you got to be like really like I think the biceps might have come up a little. Like drop dead changes. Look at people that are on gear. Like these influence like those are the people
Yeah.
that you're seeing making massive fucking changes. These other influencers look pretty much the exact same. They might be a little leaner here, oh they're a little bit fuller here, but like actual like holy shit. Like you look at when I started TikTok till now, two different people.
Yeah.
Look at everyone
Yep.
else when they start TikTok to now. There's not that much of a change. There's
Yep.
not like a lights out like he looks like he didn't lift before and then he started working out. It's like
Yep.
very easy to tell with that shit.
I agree. Do you find yourself working out more at Absolute Recomp now,
One
or
hundred
you work
percent.
out at the Rise Gym?
No, I
Absolute
don't.
Recomp.
I don't. I don't like working out the Rise Gym because there's no atmosphere. I like
Yeah.
an atmosphere. I also like attention. So like I like when I see like people like looking at me. Uh,
Yeah.
and just like equipment, it's an apple to an orange. You have a gym that's designed for like content creating. Lighting is not really nothing special. The natural lighting is solid, but that's like under certain conditions. And then you have like AR, which has like arsenal equipment, like state of the art
Yeah.
equipment, and like they're bumping atmospheres. Their lighting is cracked. AR, 100%. That's where I prefer to train.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
Gotcha.
I don't know, like especially now, like having to get into the zone, like I mentioned earlier, of like really like locking in, like it's hard for me. I actually got a good lift in today at Rise, which is like surprising, because like if
Huh.
you have headphones on and there's no music playing through the speaker, if you take your headphones off, it's just dead quiet. You just hear maybe something
Yeah.
groaning, and it's like ew, ew. This is not the vibe at all. Like this is not it. So like I try to get to Rise like 2 days a week, but like primary training is definitely at AR. It's just the atmosphere that I prefer.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to coming down there. I definitely want to hit up AR for sure.
Got
I'm
to.
looking forward to it.
It's only right. How long are you here till?
Yeah.
You said the 15th to
All
when?
right. Okay. So here's my whole deal. So I am
You want to go
flying
to
to
Summer
San
Setting?
Diego on the 12th. I'm gonna fly to San Diego to go see Dylan for a couple days, and then I fly in. I think I fly in on the 16th. I think, at least I hope. I don't even have the tickets yet. Alexa's getting me the tickets, but I'll fly into Dallas on like the 16th, I think. And I personally, I don't have any plans for this, but I would like to stay all the way through summer shredding and tag along with some people to go to summer shredding, because I want to go to Alpha Elite or Alpha Land. I want to work out at the gyms there. I want to get some good videos and stuff like that. So I don't even know what my plan is. I might just end up flying back to Bozeman after the Europa, but I would love to try to make it to summer shredding and then bounce. But
I mean,
I don't
if
know. We'll
if
see how it
Alexa's
goes.
getting the ticket, I would imagine getting the ticket much later will be so much cheaper than getting it like shorter. So I don't see
Yeah.
why you couldn't do that. It's more so just having somewhere to stay. That would be
Yeah,
because are you getting a
that's
hotel
the issue.
or are you
So
staying with
I mean,
somebody?
they're getting me a hotel for the Europa, but then I might be on my own for a while
I mean,
afterwards.
I'm sure you could crash with like someone out there in Frisco.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I'm kind of trying to figure out right now. Like maybe I could crash with Jake or something, but then again, if worst comes to worst, I'll probably end up getting a hotel or just heading back, because summer shredding or Alpha Land will always be there, and maybe it's not the best to see it when it's absolutely
it's going
packed
to
with
be
people.
fucking mobbed. Yeah, like that's
It's
like
gonna be crazy.
because I was going to compete in that actually.
Oh yeah?
I thought because I wanted to go and shit on everybody and win every fucking category. I was gonna do bodybuilding, classic, and men's physique. Because I
You're gonna beat
ideally
Christian Guzman in men's physique.
I'd fucking smoke his shit. I would smoke. It'd be free fucking
You
smoke.
think Christian Guzman's daddy? You think he's daddy or not?
I don't know. I haven't seen. I saw him training with
Oh,
like
okay.
Anthony Metallo. I don't
You haven't
really,
been keeping up with it then. Dude,
No.
man is freaking sauced right now. He's not even a big dude. I think he's weighing like 180 right now or something, but dude has definitely been on the juice lately. Like he made one of those transformations that you're talking about where he went from like most stressful 2 years of his life building Alpha Land and all that type of stuff, looking the worst he's ever looked, to adding 15 pounds of muscle while being in a deficit.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
he
called
got-
that's called steroids, folks.
Dude,
I wouldn't.
yeah,
I wouldn't
he
be.
is-
I don't. He might not be blasting. I wouldn't be surprised, especially someone like him is on TRT because like TRT, he's
For
older. Like that's game changing. Like testosterone's huge
Oh,
in
yeah.
energy levels, and like
100%.
that man, you see him sometimes. He's like a zombie. He's like literally just like
Yep.
he's just locked. He's just. I mean, he's running a fucking like hundreds of million dollars of a company. Like Alpha Lead is a very successful brand. Plus the gym, so it's like I would not be surprised. I don't see why he wouldn't do it. He's got no reason to stay natural. But yeah, it wouldn't be close. But like, that was my goal because
Yeah.
no one has won overall in multiple categories. I don't know if they'd let me because I don't know how much politics play into that show and stuff like that. But classic would be dope because ideally I'm gonna look like a pro. Because
Yeah.
the next week I'd go and win my pro card. So then in my head, I'm like, bro, summer shredding is not a high competition show. Like you can go to
Yeah.
a stacked regional show in Cali or out here in Texas and have a much deeper lineup. Like the lineup that I went up against at the Europa in my class is probably deeper than the lineup that's going to be at summer shredding.
That was a good lineup.
Yeah,
Your
it's
Europa
crazy.
show?
It's my background picture, and I'm like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
them dudes were big. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And I look at, I'm like, damn, I was small as fuck, bro.
Dude, wait, so are you going straight to nationals
Straight
again?
to nationals,
or
yeah. Straight to
Okay,
nationals.
so you don't have to win another show. How does
No,
that
you're
work?
qualified.
Can
You're
you
qualified
talk
for
about
a
that?
year. You're qualified for a year.
Okay.
And so after you compete
Okay.
at nationals, you're qualified. I think it might be 2 years, but just competing in a national show, you're qualified for a full year. And so my national show is at the end
Okay.
of July last year, which is my backup show. It's the show I did last year. If for
Okay.
whatever reason, maybe we didn't come in full enough, some little change that we think we can make and make it into that top two, that's the backup show. But depending
Wait,
on your
so
regional show,
no-
go ahead.
You're saying the national show that you did last year is your backup show,
Yeah, so that's July
Okay.
29th.
not the
My show-
Europa.
No, that's a regional
Okay.
show.
Okay.
So
Okay,
July
I see what you're
29th
saying.
is the national show I did last year, and I did the Europa June 18th. So that's a 6 week
Okay.
gap. I'd never recommend anyone to do two shows in that big of a gap. That show was awful. It was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. But this year, my
Yeah.
national show is July 2nd. For whatever reason, that doesn't work. We have to the end of the month, 3 weeks to get it back together and show up how we need to go
Awesome.
pro. But we're not going to need any of that shit.
That's awesome, dude. That's freaking
Oh,
awesome.
there was a point.
Dialed in.
Hold on. There was a point I wanted to make when we were talking about people like looking bigger on social media. It's just like your favorite fucking influencer, and then everyone like hypes them up, and they go fucking compete, and they can't even fucking win their class in a little ass class. It's like stop comparing me to these motherfuckers because we're not the same. Like, yes, I didn't do well at nationals,
dude,
but like
it's
that's why I
that
need my
is-
pro card because like, once I'm a pro, I can talk my fucking shit, and no one can say shit. No one can say shit. I
love
can't
it.
talk shit right now. Like, yeah, I might have won a stacked regional show, but I look like shit at nationals. So, like, who am I? Get the pro card. I'm talking
dude, that's
my
so
shit.
funny.
I'm talking
That
my
is so
shit,
funny.
bro. Because
I
there's just
that's
certain
great.
things that piss
That's
me
great.
off, and that's one of them. I just can't stand it. There's actually a specific comment.
Oh, sorry. I 100% agree with that, dude. If it makes me, it kind of irritates me that more influencers don't step on stage because, like, in my eyes, personally, I don't really take your physique seriously unless you've competed and I can look at your stage shots. Like, it just, I don't know. It doesn't really. It's a completely different world. It's like you don't
Yeah, it
get to
is.
control the lighting. You don't get to control whether or not you like peak perfectly and you have the perfect pump and you don't have the perfect angles, it's like you're
You
gonna
actually have to be
all the
diced.
cracks are gonna show.
Like,
All the cracks are gonna show.
exactly. There is no, yeah, exactly. And it's
I've
just,
been
I don't
trying
know.
to get Alex to compete for forever. He kept saying he was going to
He
do that
won't.
show. And I
He's
was
gonna
like,
be
I'm like,
like,
dude, do the show. I'm like, do the show, please. Like, just do it. Like, I want to see you up on stage.
if he was as diced as you were, he'd probably be like, and he did it naturally. He'd probably be like 160 to like 163, 65 pounds on
He'd be
stage. Like that
small,
is
but I
that is
mean,
not.
I wanna see him do it, bro.
But
I
not
want to
everyone
see
has
him.
like the mental. But it's just like, I don't know. There's a specific comment, and anyone can go and find this comment because I'm gonna talk my shit. Me and
Let's hear it.
Weston took a picture together, and someone commented, "Give me Weston's upper body with Jay Lane's lower body, Greek god." And I was like, really? Oh, I love Weston. Weston's one of my favorite like influencers that I've met. That's like actually like genuine. Like he's not one.
Uh,
There's a lot of people. You know what I'm talking about. You mess with people.
yeah.
You're just
Oh,
like, bro,
I know
who the
what you're
fuck is
talking
this guy?
about.
Like Weston's a real ass dude. Like I fuck with Weston. But I was like, hey man, put some respect on my name. I was like, Weston came in third at his show with four of the
Ben
people in
Suzy.
his class. I won the Europa with 22 grown men in my class. I was like, my upper body is bigger than Weston's. I was like, please put some, like that shit. That is my chip. Last year, it was everyone saying that Flores was going to smoke me. That was my chip on my shoulder. And I was like, all right, just wait. It's going to be free fucking smoke. Shout out to Flores, man. And his fucking beard right now. I fucking love it.
Dude, he is a sexy motherfucker, bro. He's got to grow that shit out. He's got to keep it going. He looks like, dude, you know who he looks like? He looks like Johnny Depp. He looks like Jack Sparrow, bro. Every single time I look at him, he looks
Bro.
like a freaking Mexican Jack Sparrow.
I won't be able to unsee that now. Oh my god,
And
that was my chip last year. Was that
he's
was
got
people
all the
saying that.
piercings and everything too. I gotta get him on here. Maybe we should all three get on here and do a. That would
I'm
be
down.
awesome. That would be
I'm-
so much fun.
I'm
I would,
down.
and dude. He's not natty anymore, bro, and he's doing a good job. I think he looks good.
I knew
He's
he was
putting
going to
on
come to
the
the dark side.
size.
I remember him talking to me about it and all that shit. I was like, bro, you are the most justifiable person out of anyone that I've talked to hop. You've been training
Yes,
for like 10
he
years.
is.
You're 27. I was like, bro, you are the person that's like, I've pushed my genetic limit. Like, let me hop on the sauce.
Yeah.
I was like,
Uh-huh.
I'm the example of that. I was like, bro, hop on the sauce.
And
And, like,
if there's
just love
anybody,
it.
like he's literally one of the only people I've ever met that looked like he fills out his frame so good. So once he gets huge, he's just gonna look like a mass, like just an
Like a 212
absolute
guy. He's going to look like a
Yeah,
212 guy.
exactly. He would fit in 212
I mean,
so
I don't know
well.
how
Oh
much
my
he-
gosh.
I know he was like prepping for a show. I think like some things happened. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I
prepping
think
is
he
not
got
easy.
really sick and then he
It
binged
take
or something.
it takes a lot out of you. You'll see. I'm telling you, if you guys watch people, all of a sudden they're prepping, and all of a sudden you don't see anything from them. They're not posting
Mhm.
their physique. They probably like it's a lot. It's a big mental challenge. It isn't for everyone.
It is.
But
It's
then
true.
then I seen him post some picture with a fan. I was like, that boy's been eating good. And
Yeah,
that boy
he got
Flores
big. He got
can
big fast.
eat. He can
Yeah,
eat.
he can. He
He
can,
can
bro.
eat.
He can eat.
That
It's
man,
so true.
the rappers that I have found in that man's room, astronomical. That boy Flores loves him some food. He be fucking
Dude,
that
he
shit up.
can eat. That's so true. That's so
Dude,
freaking true.
and he brought up his legs a good bit. I think the
He
last thing he's
did.
got to
His
bring
legs
up.
look good.
I don't know if he's brought his hamstrings up. That's what most people. That's like the biggest mistake, or that's like
That's
the
a good
hardest thing
question.
for most
His
people.
quads
A lot of
look
people
good,
have
really
big
good.
quads, and then they don't treat their hamstring. And like that's any back shot pause, any back pose or any side pose. Like your hamstring is a good part of your leg. But the only other thing that I've noticed is like his delts. I don't think his delts have grown like that much. I think if he gets that up, he's literally like 212 ready. Like I think he.
Yeah.
Like if I think
agree.
from then he'd want to go into like open and do. I don't know where he would fall like lightweight or whatever it would be weight class
Yeah.
wise, but like that's where Flores goes pro.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
Like, especially because he got his legs up and stuff. But like, God, that boy can eat, man.
Yeah,
That boy's a wrecking
that's
ball
so
too.
true.
That boy is
That's
a
so
absolute
true.
wrecking ball
And
and menace
dude,
to
he
society.
loves it. Like you can just tell that he loves bodybuilding. He loves working out. So
He just loves training.
it's
And the
great.
motherfucker's
Yeah.
strong. I saw some
Yeah,
bench
dude.
videos of him, and I was like, oh, yeah, that
Super
sauce is
strong.
kicking in.
Yeah,
Terrible
dude.
bench form. As far as, like, powerlifting, the worst fucking no leg drive,
Yeah.
fucking just strong as fuck. Just 365, just repping.
Yep.
It's like, fuck, Flores. I don't know if he ever
Dude,
went for a
it's
max.
crazy. It's
Dude's a
crazy,
demon.
man.
I think that's the only
All
other
right.
person that's hopped on the sauce recently.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
the
know a
only
couple. I know a
have they
couple that I
announced it?
can't talk about.
Oh
No.
no. They're one of those fucking pussies. You're gonna have
Dude,
to text me because I want to know.
dude, don't even get me started, man.
You're on the sauce.
I don't want to say what?
You're on the sauce.
No, I'm not.
Ah, fuck.
I'm not on the sauce. I'm gonna get my natural pro card, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna try my hand at a national show. I'm gonna get my natural pro card first.
What
In one of
association?
I think like the OCB. I think that's the biggest
I
one.
think you can do it in your first show. Like if you win the overall or you win your class.
Yeah.
It's different for natural
yeah.
shit.
So I want to get my natural pro card, and then after I do that, then which will probably be, I'll probably take another off season and then try to get my natural pro
I
card.
think you can get it right now.
I think I could too, but I want another year. It builds up
Fair.
like anticipation, but like for the next thing, like the next journey, like gives me something to sort of work towards. And
Why
it
take a whole year?
also,
6 months.
yeah, even that. I like it taking a little bit like an off season and then jump right back into it. So that's kind of my plan, is to try to get that and then test out a natural or a national show, maybe.
NPC?
Yeah, NPC, and just see how I do for fun.
No offense, them motherfuckers is full, Brandon.
I can say dude, I know. After I won the classic overall, I was like, I looked up just pictures of like people at the closest national show to me, and I was just like, goddamn, them big boys. They're big, bro.
A lot of things
They're
you can't
big.
compete with.
Like
Right?
their
It's
classic physique guys, would probably beat the men's open guy that competed at my local NBC show. So it's like, it's pretty crazy.
It's there's just so many factors to it. There's just a lot. That's a whole, we could go on about that. But yeah, I mean it's worth doing just to see. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you show up conditioned, like that'll get you some points for guys that spill and stuff. But like, the motherfuckers are big.
Yeah. Yep.
Really big.
Yep. It's so true. It's so true.
You're gonna have to text me though, because I want to know who you're talking about.
I can't say, dude.
You can't
I
say on
promised I
here, but
wouldn't
you can
say
text
anything.
me. I feel like I know who it is.
All right. Maybe I'll let you know. But I'm just saying, this is a warning out there to all of you listening. If your favorite influencer isn't claiming Natty every single day, bro, then they hopped on the frickin' sauce. You gotta be on that shit. You gotta be on it.
All of a sudden,
Yeah,
they just don't answer the
exactly.
question.
If they avoid the question, dude, it's like they're not Natty anymore, bro. They are not freaking Natty.
And any influencer out there that happens to listen to this, or maybe your favorite fitness influencer, if you don't announce right when you hop off, you're a fucking pussy, and you're scared that you're gonna look like shit when you fucking take all this gear, and you're not gonna look like you're on shit. So as soon as you hop on that shit, bro, the day I took Anavar, I hadn't even stuck a needle in my ass yet. The day I took Anavar, I made my video saying that I wasn't Natty. All these
And
other
then
influencers,
immediately
wait.
everybody's like, he's kind of small for being on gear, don't you think?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I put on like 15 pounds of muscle in my first cycle, but, I'll just go fuck myself.
Exactly. All right, man. Well, it was great having you on. I
Yeah,
appreciate
man,
you
I
coming on
appreciate
here,
it.
even though you feel like shit.
Yeah. Hopefully the energy levels were high enough. I tried to do my best.
Oh no, it was fantastic. I'm looking forward to posting it. I'll try to get, you and Flores on sometime so we can have a chat, and hopefully, I don't know what Flores's plans are, but hopefully we'll see him down at the Europa too.
Yeah, that'd be dope. But I'll
That would
see
be
you. I'll see
awesome.
you soon.
Sounds good, dude. I
Maybe I'll let
appreciate
you
you
drive this
coming
cat
on,
pack.
man.
Of course.
Yes, I will definitely be doing that for sure. All right, later, dude. Thanks for coming
All right,
on.
big dog. Appreciate you having me.
Peace out. Later, man.